Kind of going on with our culture versus a class war, and actually addressing people's material needs. I wanted to play this little message we got from our pals at Instacart, who, if you haven't been paying attention to the news, fired 10 employees for unionizing in Illinois and laid off 2,000 more recently. But they do have money for public relations and to show how much they're doing, besides, firing employees for unionizing. Here's this. It says, "We are excited to have teamed up with basketball champ Alex Caruso at AC Fresh to surprise LA families impacted by COVID with fresh groceries and an additional $5,000 Instacart credit." Let's just watch this and then maybe react a little bit to, this sort of blatant bait and switch, which is like, we're not going to actually pay for people to support themselves, but we will give you some nice messages.
Yeah. I can make layups, I can make jump shots, and I can make deliveries with Instacart. Those are my 3 gifts. What's up, everybody? I'm Alex Caruso. And
Can you cross picket lines? Oh, sorry, Alex.
today, I'm surprising Instacart customers by bringing their order right to their door. What they don't know, so we have a special surprise for them. We're going to be giving them $5,000 in Instacart credit for future grocery purchases. Yeah, man. How are you? How are you? We have a surprise for you. Instacart is actually going to give you all $5,000.
And I love that you're helping the girl who has the syndrome, the Rett syndrome, but it's also like, and maybe we're getting a bit deserving poor here when you could just pay. How many people had kids with health issues that you laid off? Instacart.
$5,000 in credit.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Everybody in? Family with a daughter who had a rare condition, and they said they've been heavily affected.
I mean, look, that's, I guess, all you really need to know about this, man. Is like, again, $5,000 to a few people, and we'll make sure that we film it so that we get the maximum utility for our money investment. That's what it's an investment in their image. Right after they broke a union and laid off a whole bunch of people during the pandemic, and are beneficiaries of this sort of gig economy that's being constructed.
Yeah, and it's so disgusting to watch these companies just like wash their hands of the pain that they cause folks. Like, obviously these commercials aren't going to be a documentary or an essay on inequality in the United States, but it is always funny that these companies which participate by paying poverty wages and then by just laying off people, right? Participate in that cycle of poverty that then they try to alleviate through a marketing campaign like that. It's just nasty stuff.
Yeah, it'd be funny to do like socialist branded parodies of that sort of thing. Like, these are people that they were laid off by Instacart. Here's another family laid off by Instacart recently. Here's another family laid off by
all
Instacart.
of the different companies are like donating to the wellness fund of the other companies. So like Instacart is like helping out Amazon employees that were fired for trying to unionize.
Right.
Amazon is giving free deliveries to Instacart workers that were fired for trying to unionize. It's like that. What was it? Corey Pine's Labor Wave website.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had this scheme. Man, this is a deep cut from TMBS, but he had this scheme from his book, which is a great book, Live, Work, 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 Die, where he was basically created this fake Silicon Valley company, and the product that they were selling was they were trying to help the competition unionize.
Yeah, help your competitor unionize.
And the tagline was, "Their solidarity is your opportunity." And like the idea behind it was that you get every company to get their opponents to unionize, so then you have a competitive advantage to it. But eventually, it would just get to a point where everybody was unionized.
And so I think this is a good opportunity you mentioned Amazon, to model how a professional athlete who's also a member of a union should be showing solidarity at this moment. We have J.C. Treader, who is a center for the Cleveland Browns, and look, let's just play this. I think this is a really good message here.
We know that taking a vote on such an important decision can be difficult, especially in an economic climate where people are worried about their jobs. But remember that we are part of a union that has the power to protect our workers and our rights. We know the importance of collective bargaining and how it can bring us better wages, better benefits, and better working conditions. Everyone deserves to have a voice, and we are proud that you are even considering taking the step to unionize. Remember that this union stands behind you and are inspired by your actions.
And I've been an active member in my union for the past 10 years and understand that taking a vote on such an important decision can be difficult, especially in an economic culture where people are worried about their jobs. But I find comfort and conviction knowing that being a part of the union has protected our workers and our rights, especially during these unprecedented times. We know the importance of collective bargaining and how it can bring us better wages, better benefits, and better working conditions. Everyone deserves to have a voice, and we are proud that you're considering taking these steps to unionize.
I applaud y'all for, trying to unionize, and I understand how important it is, to try to make a decision like this, and it's such a difficult time during a pandemic, but understand we are part of a union, and our job is to protect our workers, and we understand, what it takes to try to negotiate collective bargaining agreements, and you're just trying to do what's best for your workers when it comes to, better wages, better working conditions. So again, I applaud y'all. Understand that our union supports y'all, and thank y'all for everything that y'all are doing during this pandemic, working through Amazon, and trying to provide for all the families and trying to keep everybody safe. So again, thank y'all. We support y'all 100% with the NFLPA, and we got y'all back.
Remember that the NFLPA stands with you. I stand with you, and I'm inspired by your actions. Thank you for all you're doing during this pandemic to keep our economy afloat. You deserve better.
You deserve better.
Yeah, man. I think that's such a beautiful video, and really hits hard, and cuts through a lot of the nonsense that Amazon has been pushing, that we talked about last week, that Amazon has been pushing to all these workers, all these lies about what being a union means. I mean, these folks right there are putting out pretty clearly. It means better wages, that you get protected, and you have people who are looking out for you. And I really love about that video too, and something we've seen with this Amazon union has been that kind of cross-union support. One of the really exciting things about this push in Alabama has been not just the immense opportunity to organize and unionize in such a critical part of the economy, which is the part that Amazon essentially controls now, but has been this solidarity from other workers and other unions. I know I was reading in the New York Times, they did a pretty in-depth report on this union drive, and I was reading that poultry workers who had recently unionized in the area have been showing up outside of the facility in the morning to hold signs and let people know this is the real deal. And they support them, and they also think, definitely, vote to be in the union because it provides serious, real benefits. And I think having real people telling you that, people who are in a union, it's just an immense benefit.
Yeah, and especially like NFL players cut against so much anti-union sort of sentiment peddled by bosses, basically, right? These are the most talented individuals, right, that understand that to protect their talent and to get compensated as fairly as possible for it under this system, you need to be in a union. This isn't something like when you see somebody excel in that way, it's also, we talk about the objective relationship. You can't, just because they make a whole bunch of millions of dollars doesn't mean they're not workers. And I think that's what is especially exciting about seeing the NFLPA, and I hope there's a lot more of that from those unions, that they understand you're all unions working under capitalism.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly what we need to start pushing for, a broader labor movement. And I don't know, I like the NFLPA also taking a real stance. They're considering themselves not just as, okay, it's great that we have a union that looks out for them, but recognizing that they are part of a larger union movement, which honestly is not something that you would always expect from these kind of professional athlete unions. But it's beautiful to see, because a lot of these guys understand, a lot of these people come from working class communities and understand what people are facing. I want to continue fighting for them.
Which I think explains a lot of it. If somehow professional athletes were only coming from elite, sectors of society, one, sports would suck, and also they probably wouldn't be unionized.
That's very true.